Welcome back, everybody. Today's Monday Motivational is going to be a little different. We're going to be talking about getting to the deep core of a motivated life and what that really takes and what that really means. Because, to be honest with you, being motivated for life or being motivated in general is what gets any dream or goal accomplished. And that's what we want to do. We want to cut the BS and get to the results, right? So how do you truly do that? That's the Monday Motivational this week, okay? So this long-lasting motivation, to accomplish something in your life should be a requirement. It really should be, because it leads to an exciting life, a more happy, fulfilling life. These are all things that are musts for the human psyche, okay? So we need to be getting into motivation at its core. Okay, so here's a couple definitions of what motivation is. Let's start this out, okay? Motivation, quote, the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. Another quote, the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. So, the desire to get something done, basically. Both quotes, okay? Why do what you do? There's 4 types of motivation, but truly they break into 2 main categories. I'll go ahead and run through all 4, and then we'll talk about the big 2. Okay, so extrinsic motivation is the first one, and it is an external source, something outside of yourself, and it's an action. Okay, the next one is identified motivation, and it is an external source, but it's non-action. It's within you, but you're doing it for something outside. Okay, we'll get more into that later. The next category or categories is intrinsic motivation, and that is the internal source, and it's an action. So you're doing an action to go within an intrinsic motivation. We'll get more into that also. And then the last is an introjected internal source non-action. So you're doing something, a motivation from within, and you're also, it's not an action out here, it's within here. So, there's a couple different things that could be. But the 2 main categories is extrinsic, your exterior motivations, and your interior motivations. Your interior motivations that come deep within your soul and your psyche and what you truly want in life. Okay, and that's really what we're going to be focusing on here today. I want to go ahead and give you a couple definitions of what internal and external motivations are, but at first I want to give you an example. Okay, so this is just kind of a off the top of the head type example. So we were all kids at one point, right? And there's a good chance that your mom said, if you eat all your vegetables, you can have some ice cream. So you internally want the ice cream. You want the ice cream. So you're going to do something externally, eat the veggies, to get what you truly want. So that's just an exterior, interior example. Okay, and getting more into the definitions, intrinsic motivation is the act of doing something without any obvious external rewards. You do it because it's enjoyable and interesting, rather than because of an outside incentive or pressure to do it, such as a reward or deadline. End quote. So basically, you do something for the love of that thing. You want to do it because you want to do it. You're not getting paid for it. You're not doing it for somebody else to impress them or anything of that nature. Okay, compared to the extrinsic motivation is, quote, is reward-driven behavior. In extrinsic motivation, rewards or other incentives like praise, fame, or money are used as motivation for specific activities. So basically, they say you do this and you get this. So you do something for a external reward. That is extrinsic motivation. Okay, and just a couple examples. I'll do intrinsic first. Intrinsic examples include playing sports because you enjoy how they make you feel. I have a big intrinsic motivation in playing basketball. I enjoy playing basketball. I enjoy jogging. I enjoy riding a bike for a period of time. I enjoy hiking. Okay. Another one, staying at work because you believe in your work. I believe in my life coaching. I believe in my self-development. I focus on these things because I want to, not necessarily for a reward. It would be nice to get that reward, but you do that. I do that because I love it. Okay. Using positive affirmations because you want to change your mindset positively. So you're doing something, you're continuously saying a certain sentence to change your psychology in a positive manner because you want yourself to be better mentally. That's powerful. Traveling because you want to explore different cultures, not traveling because you want to look cool or post it on social media. That's an external motivation. If you want to travel to look cool or be like, yeah, I went on a trip, I got money, whatever, that would be external instead of intrinsic. Because I want to study culture, I want to meet people of different race or different, whatever. Learning about personal development because you want to improve yourself. Another one, you want to be better, so you intrinsically decide to do that. That is your motivation, to improve yourself. Trying to be a good leader because you want to inspire. That's another intrinsic one. You want to help people be authentic. You feel a burning passion for that. That's intrinsic. Okay, let's get into some extrinsic examples. Okay, going to work because you want to learn, because you want to earn money. You got to pay the bills, yes, but just doing something repetitively for some money, you're not focused on this money for anything big picture wise. You just want money, whether it's for your friends, for people at the club, for status, whatever. That's an extrinsic motivation. Helping others because you hope for praise. You feel good when you help others when they say something to you. Maybe you do. You go help your grandma because she's going to compliment you while you're helping her. That's extrinsic. Pursuing a certain degree to please your parents. Mommy wants you to be a nurse. So you're like, yeah, I'll be a nurse to please mommy. Extrinsic. Not fulfilling. Even something like cleaning your apartment so that your partner isn't upset with you when she gets home from work. Extrinsic. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for something else. Okay, so I hope these examples kind of helps you figure out kind of what I'm getting at here, that difference. Okay. Why is this important? Because both can be used, but for the long-term motivation, which we're trying to get to, it is shown that intrinsic motivation gets you farther, and it really counts. So, even if because I don't want to paint the picture like extrinsic motivation is only bad, because it's not. But when you only do external motivations, you're typically not grounded within yourself, and you're in a hamster wheel. You're running around, okay? If you can, go within, really ground yourself in something that you really love to do, and then, you have to do some external motivations to make that big picture happen. Ultimately, that's internal, and that's how you should use those external motivations. Okay, so I don't want to paint this picture like it's only bad news, because it's not. But I will say, in this material society, it's easy to get competitive, with other people in terms of material objects, cars, clothes, money, shoes, girls, alcohol, status, friends, all these type of things. They push you for basically, objects, notoriety, and quote unquote success. Success is within. True success is what you think it is. That's based on your perspective. Everybody's perspective is different, so why chase success when you might never be successful to somebody else? If you're extrinsically looking for success, most likely you will never please whoever you're trying to validate for. It's a hamster wheel, I'm telling you. And it, like, a lack of huge results will kill you if you're only going for those material objects. You know, if you only get a little bit of money because you want the status or whatever, you know. Creative things like making music. If you make music to look cool, that is extrinsic, and you should stop making music, because it's not going to fulfill you long term, and ultimately you will not be successful in your eyes or anybody else's, because it's not authentic. Being authentic is powerful, and you know, to use this one life and not be authentic is a shame. It truly is. And I hope you guys are seeing that, and I hope you guys are starting to feel that burning passion to find what that real intrinsic motivation is. Okay, because it's so powerful. It's so powerful to be grounded in something you love just because you love it. Doing something just because you enjoy it and love doing something, that is beyond powerful, and words cannot describe it. Truly, the English language, it holds you back from knowing what that truly is. Okay, I got a quote for you. You can be motivated by fear, and you can motivate by reward. But both methods are only temporary. The only long-lasting thing is self-motivation. For those authentic whatever it is for you. Everybody's going to be different, because that's what makes you different. These motivations, what do you truly love? What do you truly want to do? That quote was by Homer Rice. Very powerful. Very powerful. An intrinsic career should be a main goal in life. Yes, I'm going out and saying that. If you cannot intrinsically ground yourself in your career, if you're not just chasing money, chasing the next promotion, chasing looking cool, success in other people's eyes, fame, notoriety, anything of that nature, if you can't truly ground yourself intrinsically into that, stop it. It is not worth it, especially long term. Your life will not be fulfilling. I am saying that on camera. Write it down. I am saying, you can come find me and we can have a conversation. I'm going on a limb, and I'm saying that your life will not be fulfilling until you ground yourself and truly find this intrinsic career. Even if you can't find a career out of it, if you're doing something passionate outside of your job, your 9 to 5, whatever, if that's what it takes, I promise you your life will be better if you do that and you find these. And really, you know, the way our society is looking right now, the 9 to 5 is crumbling. This authentic career is the future. How can you be different? How can you show you're not like the other 7 billion people on this earth? Or however many there is. I don't even know. Okay? If you can't do that, then good chances in the future you're not gonna like show out how you want to anyway. You're just gonna fit in with the crowd. You're just gonna be another sheep. Over here at Conscious Land, we're trying to be lions. The sheep to lions. Be a king. Be a queen. Make your own path. We are not following the social norms and what mommy and daddy say to do. Okay? We are going within, finding our true soul and our true passions, our true intrinsic motivations. And we're strategically planning to make those happen. But it takes awareness. It takes motivation, which you need to find the root of in your life, because it's not going to be the same for you and your friend. It's not. Okay? So, with all that said, it's a must. It's a requirement for you to have a fulfilling life and truly have self-love, which is the biggest goal of every human. I don't care what you say. Quote, intrinsic motivation is conducive to creativity, and controlling extrinsic motivation is detrimental to creativity. Daniel H. Pink. If you're controlling your intrinsic motivation, you're not fulfilling it, you will not have a satisfying life. And if you are controlling your external motivations, you know, you're only doing it for the money, success, fame, whatever, it's not sustainable. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be fulfilling. We want to have good, powerful lives. You want to lay on your deathbed and say, I lived my fucking life, right? I do. I'm not here to waste my one lifetime I got, okay? You can't show me what's after this lifetime, so I'm going to live this 100%. That's how you should too. I hope this was motivational. I hope it at least got you on track to what true motivation is, because you should not even be worried about the external motivations until you have that internal motivation in your mind. Write it down. Put it on your mirror to see every day. That's the meaning of life. Be authentic. Be troublesome. Love thyself. Peace. Much love.